Hi, I'm back. I didn't actually intend to take as much time off YouTube as I have. It's been really stressful, which I'm just about to go into. So I've just finished uni as of it feels weird to talk to a camera after you haven't done it for a while. I finished uni the week before last and I've basically had a week of recovering from the amount of stress I've been under. I'll be honest, guys, I have really been struggling. I finished counselling on Saturday. It was my last counselling session. I don't know how many I had. I think I had slightly more than I was supposed to originally. I went to Mind again after I relapsed. I kind of had a bit of a breakdown over January. Something happened. I went to Mind. You generally get 10 counselling sessions with Mind, but I think I had slightly more. Anyway, they finished now. It was my last one. As usual, I'll probably take a while. I'll take probably, like my counsellor said, like 6 months. See how you are after 6 months. He said if anything's really bad before then you need to come back. But otherwise, just see how you go. And if I don't need to go back, I won't go back. Or I might just leave it for a few years. But therapy's like an ongoing thing for me, and it always has been. I I am a lot better than I was 3 years ago. A lot better. I've noticed a massive change in my general, like the way I think. But if I'm honest, uni has been awful. I've just finished my second year. I moved uni because I did a foundation degree, so I had to move because they didn't do the third year on top. Because basically I have to take a third year to make it into a full degree, and I couldn't do that where I was before, so I've moved uni, and they said to settle in, take the second year again. It has been horrible. I can't say I've hated uni, but at the same time, I really can't say I've enjoyed it. I don't enjoy uni. Uni didn't live up to the whole thing. Like, a lot of people around me are like, yeah, uni's great. It's like the experience of a lifetime. It's brilliant. And, like, that's the stereotype for uni, is that it's going to be amazing. And I cannot say that I've really enjoyed it. It's been horrible. It really has. They haven't been great in regards to my health at all. Like, they haven't been supportive at all. I was so stressed that I actually missed my singing exam. I got the date confused. It was on a Tuesday, but I thought it was on a Friday, and I thought that all my submissions were due in on the Friday. And so I got everything mixed up. I had a vocal harmony exam, which is like singing in a group, and then an assessment you do on your own. And then I had a singing exam, which is them seeing. I had to perform two pieces and do like vocal exercises. They test your technique. I didn't realize it was on the Tuesday until Thursday, because I thought it was on the Friday. What I thought was the night before. I went on to the portal, my university portal. I was like, I better check the time and I need to be in. And it was like Tuesday of whenever. I don't know what Tuesday it was now. I've totally forgotten. Basically, 2 weeks ago tomorrow, and that resulted in me going into another exam the next day, just crying. Like, I was so embarrassed. I had a piece of composition for composition you basically just have to compose. So and that involves like scoring out your music and having some sort of recording to give in. I did a graphic score, which is not like look it up. Just look it up. Just look it up on YouTube. Type in a graphic score. It's like really weird, and it's like using images. It's almost like art that to represent the music. That's what the score would look like. So you've got like weird sounds like, and they're supposed to represent something. And I did that. So I don't know what my neighbours thought when I was recording that, but I literally thought the due date was like Friday. So I recorded it, and I found out that it was not Friday. It was like the Wednesday after, and I was so stressed because my MacBook's been playing up massively, and it keeps saying like there's not enough space. I literally have nothing on my MacBook. I delete everything off it and save it somewhere else. but it tells me there's no space, which really pisses me off. And then my MacBook was like, oh, because what you have to do is once you've recorded it, you have to bounce it into an MP3. It wouldn't bounce it into an MP3. So I'm freaking out like this is due in tomorrow. Like what the hell am I going to do? Because I couldn't submit it as an audio file. Like, so I went to the technician, and then like I was waiting for ages, and then I'm paranoid because I've got an exam in like 45 minutes at this point. So I'm like in the line like, crap, you need to hurry up, like I've got an exam in like not that long. And then I was waiting for 20 minutes whilst he did something. He did say, like, set up your MacBook, I'll be with you as soon as I can. He was really nice. And then he's like, so he bounces it into an MP3. Like, he just clicks some buttons and it works. And I was like, I look really stupid. And I think he thought I was, like, a technology composition student. They work with just computers, making music on computers as opposed to playing an instrument. Anyway, so, yeah. He pulls out this massive, like, he bounces it, and then he's like, wait a second, I've had an idea. And I'm thinking, well, you bounced it into an MP3. That's all I need to submit it. And I was like, I said to him, I don't need it. Like, that's fine. And he was like, oh, no, we'll do it properly. So he bounces, he gets this massive machine out, plugs it into my MacBook, and I'm thinking, what the hell, I've got an exam in like 10 minutes. And then he's like, yes, that's worked. And like all these files started appearing on my computer, like all these audio files. And then like not the audio files that I need, they're like different types, they're like wave files or something. And I'm thinking, what the hell? And then I was just like, yeah, thanks, and just left to go to my exam. Oh my god. Anyway, so literally that is what I've been doing. I've either been really busy with work or just too stressed. And I went to film last week. I mean, I did film a video about zero waste, which I've deleted because it was terrible and I don't want to put it up. I'm going to do a series on zero waste. I'm also going to continue, obviously, doing mental health stuff, but there was a few other things I wanted to film. So that's an update on what's been going on and where I've been away. Now, there's some other stuff that happened. So it's my birthday in June. June the 9th is my birthday, and I have literally had, like, my birthday presents, like, now. So I went to see, my mum took me to see Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in concert. It was so good, like, oh my god. So basically, if you don't know, you watch the first film. And if you don't know, I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. Like, I have a Harry Potter duvet. I don't know if you can see that. It's got the Hogwarts crest on. It doesn't go with my room, but I love it, so I don't care. This program was stupidly expensive, but I love it. And I felt like I had to get a program. Anyway, so it was £15. So if you don't know, the Harry Potter in concert that is going to be a series. I think they're going to do all 7 films. Basically, you watch the film and then there's an orchestra that plays the music. So you've got like no soundtrack on the actual film. They play the music for the film, and it is so good. I don't know what made it good. Like, it was a mixture of things. It was the live music, and the conductor was lovely. And then, like, it was genuinely, like, I'd never seen the film before. And I also noticed things that I hadn't noticed before in The Philosopher's Stone. And I don't know if it's because I was paying really, 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 like, loads of attention. Or whether I'm just... I don't know. But there were people there, like, the fans there were amazing. It wasn't like going to a cinema. Everybody was screaming and cheering, like, when their favourite characters came on. There were people dressed up in, like full-on, like, Hogwarts robes. People, like, there in pyjamas. Somebody came wrapped in this blanket. Yeah, somebody was just, like, there with a blanket. There were kids with wands. Like, it was crazy. It was so good. We had to leave slightly early because of the trains, which sucked, but it was so good, and I'm going to see the next one. So while I was there, I got this program. It isn't great. It was £15, and it's not really a great program, but sometimes you have to do these things, you know? Like, yeah. It tells you about things that happened, or people and important people like John Williams, and like the ideas behind the when he was composing the certain parts of the score. They had a little film beforehand, like when everyone was coming in, and they were like talking about like what he wanted to achieve when he was writing a score for Hedwig's theme. I found it all really fascinating, partly just because I'm a music student, and as well as like being a contemporary music artist, I also really enjoy classical, like composing classical music, and that's why I play classical guitar. So that was the first thing I got. They sold merch. I had to get a Gryffindor scarf because I am a Gryffindor. This was £20. I don't think that is particularly far from the price that you would pay anyway. Like, you can get the cheap ones on eBay, I think, or Amazon. Like the kids ones, you can get cheap ones but if you go to Studio Tour, you're paying the same price for a scarf, or maybe more. I think they sell ones there for £30. I've been to the Studio Tour 3 times. The first time I went for free, and it was brilliant. I also... Where did I put it? Couldn't find it. I bought a chocolate frog. I have never, ever, ever had one of these before, bearing in mind how many times I have been to Harry Potter events and gone to the Studio Tour. I have never bought one. I don't know if it's a different thing, but usually they come wrapped in plastic, like other people, like, you know, little plastic bags. But this has just come in a like plastic box. The frog is massive. People aren't lying. It's pretty big. Came wrapped like that. I think it's to keep the shape of the cardboard. I'm going to eat it. Don't worry. I'm not one of those people that won't eat it. I'm going to eat it on my birthday, I decided. Don't know why. I feel like I need to keep the frog for a bit, but I don't want it to go off. I'm going to keep the packaging as well, because obviously, like, it's so lovely. It says free wizard card in each thing. Like, I got a Hauga Hufflepuff. Also, this is different. Can you even see that? I don't even know if you could see that. And it has the information on the back. This is different from other people's too. Like, usually she's sat sideways. Like, when I've looked at other people's frogs, she's sat sideways like this. But in this one, she's sat frontways. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is just the newest version of chocolate frog cards or something, or chocolate frogs, I don't know, but I was like, why is mine different? I'm suspicious. Is this fraudulent? The going to see the concert was a present. I bought all this stuff myself. My mum didn't buy it, but my mum did get me as well. You could say this is a birthday haul. The page to screen. This book is massive and very heavy, and it is so pretty. I think I just broke it. No, I didn't. It's fine. Well, Luna. I can't show you the whole book. It would take me forever. It's 500 pages in length. It has it doesn't have any pullouts, but the images, it tells you everything you'd ever want to know about the movie. I can't lift this up to show you. It's too heavy. It's got pictures and writing. It's quite expansive. Like, you probably couldn't read. It shows you like some of the original artwork. And it tells you everything you ever wanted to know about props, the movie, the people in the movie, everything. And if it's Harry Potter, I want to know about it. And it's lovely, and it's very expensive. I think I got this off. I got this off eBay for £35, or my mum did. My mum bought it off eBay for £35. Then the dickhead delivery guy decided to leave it outside. Like, literally, he just left this big box outside, not knowing what it was. He just left it outside on the doorstep to get wrecked. Like, it could have got stolen, it could have got wet, and that it's Hermes delivery for you. Like, I've never known such crap delivery service. Like, they're always crap every time without fail. I mean, Royal Mail pissed me off too, but so did Amazon. I've had Amazon put cards through the door without telling me where my package is. Like, they just stick a blank card through the door. It's like, well, that's useful. And then I've had people fold like books in half to push them through the letterbox, so they're like new books, but they've been folded into two. Ridiculous. I also got an extremely late Christmas present. I don't know why. She kept meaning to order it and then just didn't. It's the film Wizardry. This is considerably lighter. I've read quite a bit of this. I'll probably read it cover to cover. It comes with pullouts. You've got the Marauders map, which I'm not going to show, but you've got the Hogwarts letter, the decrees. There's a few of them in there. It's lovely. Again, yeah, I've read a considerable amount of this, but this was a Christmas present that I didn't get on Christmas because she didn't know which book it was that I wanted and forgot to order it. This is just other stuff that I bought that isn't related. I just thought I'd show you. I got a bright yellow raincoat, which I know is controversial, and some people will be like, why the hell would anyone wear such an atrocious colour? No, guys, I have wanted a bright yellow raincoat for I don't know how long, and I love it, and I have worn it around the house because I'm sad. And yeah, not Harry Potter related, but I bought it when we were like the hours before we went into Manchester Arena. That was expensive. I won't tell you how much it was because I feel really bad that I spent £26 on a raincoat. But I love it, so whatever. I wear it. I also yesterday bought this bright gold backpack because it's gold and it's bright and it's not made of leather. Because I went to buy some new shoes from TK Maxx. I had to take them back because, like, and only when I got home did I realise that there was leather on the back of the shoe. Like, only the smallest piece of leather. Like, it was, like, tiny. It was a label. I'm a vegetarian, so I do not buy things that are leather. I have things that are leather, but it's usually because they've either been given to me, or I had them like ages before I was vegetarian. I can find it really hard sometimes to find things that don't have leather, especially shoes. They were all denim and rubber, and then like on the back there was a tiny leather label, so they had to go back. But I got a bright gold backpack, so I don't care. It's great, and I'm going to use it. And it was £15. I also ordered this, which is, yeah, it has posters, really cool posters, and it was the only. Oh, they're all coming out. They're all great. Look, there's Dumbledore. There's Harry. My favourites by far are this one, Sirius, on the back. And this also had a Fred and George poster, which I don't know if you can see it, but it's on my wall there. I love Fred and George, they're my favourite characters. Enough said. That's effectively the reason I bought it. But I will still use those posters because it also had Dobby in, and that's on my wall. It's got Sirius in, and Neville, and McGonagall and Snape. I don't like Snape, but I like Snape's character. So that is where I've been, and that's probably going to be it for this video. I will be back. I might upload a video of me singing one of my own songs, but every time I've tried to record it, it's been enough, and I don't want to put it up. I'm terrified of putting it up. I do have a music channel. I don't particularly like. Well, there are some alright videos on that channel. It's just that being poor and being a student, I can't really afford a decent camera, and I'm not really good with technology, and I don't have I only have iMovie, so I don't have any like decent way to record a good video. I have sound equipment, but I'm not really good with it, so it's a bit annoying. I'm going to record a music video hopefully for my song Closure and hopefully upload that onto that channel. But yeah, no promises, because the last thing I want is some naff footage of me playing guitar and singing online. There's videos of gigs that my mum filmed, so they're really shaky and terrible. But yeah, you can go check those out if you want to. I will be back anyway. I will be back next week. I will see you then. If you liked this video and you don't hate me for being away for so long, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Bye.